Welcome back, everybody. There's a weekly flea market about 40 minutes from me. I've been threatening to check it out the last 3 years. I finally went. The reason why I've been holding off is because it looks like there's maybe only 30 or 40 vendors and wasn't sure it was worth the trip. And the truth is, I didn't find a lot of tools worth buying. There was plenty of guns and ammo if you're looking for that, but tools-wise, I think I got some of the better stuff that was there. Let's take a look. Most of this stuff was like $1. Sometimes they were $2. Most of it was just in bins that were like $1 a tool. First one up here is a 100 plus Stanley number 2 stubby. I believe this next one is going to be a new old stock, although it looks a little worn from Boxware. It's a 3/16 Proto nut driver. I think it was new old stock just because they had like 5 of them in there. But being in a box with so many other tools being shifted around, it has a little Boxware. I have 2 of the 3/16 and 2 of the 5mm. And if I recall, I maybe paid $2 a piece for these. In that same box was this Craftsman orange handle T10 Torx. Also in there was this Craftsman Professional. I'm guessing that's like a number 0 Phillips. This is something from a dollar bin. This is a 3/8 Craftsman Professional wrench. I'm thinking this one was probably $2. It's a 3/4. This must be a V. It has no lines on the front panel. So the only one I know that has no lines on the front panel is the V series. And it's not all the V series. Other V series have lines, but they made one without. I think all the next items were $2 each. We have a 3/8 Craftsman with the ratcheting box end. 1/4-inch Husky. This is a USA made. 7mm Professional. A little dirty, but good condition. Also found this 5/16 6-point. I usually try to buy these smaller wrenches when I find them at a couple bucks each. We have 11/32, 3/8 6-point, and then a 1/4-inch. And I usually try to get those because sometimes those did not come with the sets, so they were add-on. I did pay $4 for this next one. It's a Black Hawk. I assume it's a battery pliers, if not a battery pliers. Something like a battery pliers. Sort of a parrot head design on it. This was in a dollar bin. It's a Stanley hacksaw. Usually stuff like this I'll always pick up for $1. This was also in that same pile. This is a Sureform, no blade on it, of course. It's marked Stanley in there. I do see it has a 296 mark, and I don't know if that's the part number on this piece. But for $1, I always grab stuff like that. This next one was $2. It's a Craftsman claw hammer. It does have some light corrosion, but this is the smaller. The front of the face is maybe like the size of a dime. Maybe slightly larger, but pretty good shape for $2. I believe this next tool was also $2. It's a diamond. I don't know which people call these. Some people call it a monkey wrench, adjustable wrench. Some people might call it pipe wrench, I guess. But it's a little rusty, but with a little vapor rust, it should come out nice. One person had this set of Matco. They were $3 a socket, and we got a 1 1/16, 1 1/8, 1 3/16, 1 1/4, 1 5/16, and 1 3/8. So it's sort of an add-on set. If you have the set that goes up to 1 inch, that'll get you to 1 inch 3/8. And this is actually the first thing I bought. There was 2 pieces in here. I believe it's pronounced Hazet, maybe. I don't think it's Hazet. It's a number 610. This is a 27 by 24 box wrench. It is marked West Germany. So this was $10. that same vendor had this Baco sliding T-handle breaker bar. It's a 733. This one's made in Sweden. And these days, Baco is actually owned by Snap-on. Not sure that's where you'd go to get this replaced if needed, but this one's in pretty good shape. So these were both $10. I said $15 for both, and they said sure. They were the only two foreign-made tools they had. It's kind of strange that they had them. Most people don't just have random stuff like this. And usually if they have stuff like this, they have more of it, but that's what they had. And the final item picked up is this 3-piece set of flare nut wrenches by SK. Paid $10. It's SAE. And the set is 3/8 to 11/16. So among the 40 or so vendors, this is about all I could find worth buying. I was there about the time they opened. This is something I might try to hit at the beginning of next year, like the very first one of the year. Sometimes the first one of the year, people have been saving stuff up over winter, and they might have a few more things to buy, so I'll check it out then. But still worth the trip, still had a good time. That's going to be all for this one. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.